Welcome back everyone. Quickly, let's continue our discussion on CSS text spacing. And right now, we'll be discussing about the CSS line height property. The CSS line height property is used to specify the space between lines. So I'm going to be showing you how all this works easily so you can be able to use it anywhere you find yourself. This is our document right here, as you can see, the way my document is looking. So let's control the line height of this text right here. This text right here is our h1 tag, and which is this we selected. Previously we have discussed about the letter spacing. You can check the tutorial playlist in our CSS text spacing playlist. Everything concerning this text spacing, you are going to find it there, and even this topic we are on it right now. So right here, this is our letter spacing. We don't want to use it right now, and we can use it if you want, but right now we don't want to use it. But what the property we are here to use right now is line height property. So when we use line height property, before we use it, let's see how our document is looking. This is the default way our document is looking. Now let's specify line height there. So right here you can specify, let's firstly give it a big value like 4 pixels, so we can see what will happen. Can you see what happens right here? We just noted that our border right here is shrinking. Let's give it like 500 pixels, so you can see the effect again. Can you see what happens when I give it 500 pixels? This, the border right here, the space between it up and down, it now take our document to the middle of it, so it's created more space. Let's say we decrease this thing to minus. So as you can see, we haven't know the point very well yet, so I'm going to be showing you the point. The point right here is that anytime you are trying to use the line height, make sure you are having border set. Firstly, set the border at the top right here. Definitely this thing is controlling something like border, if I won't lie to you guys. So let me give it solid and give this red and give this 23 pixel. Let me give it 24 pixel. When I give this 24 pixel and reload our document, can you see what happens right now? We are having this our border, right? I purposely specify a border so you guys can see. Firstly, without any line height, let's reload our document. This is the default way of our document, the way it's looking by default when I specify the border of 24 pixels. So this line height now let's use it again now. So when we use it that time, remember I give it 5 pixels. Now let's give it 5 pixels and reload. Can you see what happens? So definitely this thing is controlling the border itself. The border, the space between it's controlling the space, the white space inside our border. So if we want the space, the white space to look tiny, maybe it will look like a ruler behind our element. We can turn it to something like that. Let's make it one pixel. Can you see the way it's looking now? Even when we make it a 0, it will just stay like background. Can you see? So that's the one of the benefits of using the line height property. And again, one thing you can do again is that you can give it negative value, like maybe you give it 23 pixel. Sorry, it's not negative value, but let's say we increase it. Yes, if we increase it up to 23 pixel, can you see what happens? The border comes out again. But when you give it, let's say you give it 18, I'm trying to decrease it and increase it a little by little, so you can see the way the border is moving. The movement of the border is what I want you guys to notice. So notice, I want you to notice the movement of the border itself. So don't focus on the text, but look at the border itself. If you notice the border is shrinking. The white space inside the border is decreasing gently. That is the main thing I want you guys to notice there. When I give this thing 2 pixels now, you're going to see the white space inside it is decreasing. So that's one of the main powerful benefits of using this. So when you specify 0.1 reload, can you see? So now when you say 1 point, it's like you are coming up again gently. Can you see? So when you continue increasing this, when you increase it up to 8 pixels, reload. Can you see? So if we want it to get bigger like we want, maybe we want like 24 pixels, we want like 48 pixels. Let's increase the white space more. Can you see the height, the line height? So this one is controlling the top and the bottom white space. You understand? This is our text right here. The top white space and the bottom white space is the one we are controlling using our the border top white space and the border height also. We are controlling it using our line height property right here. So I want you to notice that. So let's give it 64 right here. Can you see it gets bigger? The white space gets bigger. But when we start to decrease the white space, let's say we give it 32. When you give it 32 and can you see how it gets smaller? The white space gets smaller. And we can give this also, we can specify our if you want, you can use this along with the outline property just in case you need something nice also. I just specify 12 pixel here. You give this solid also, or rich. If you want, you can give it rich. Let me just give it rich so you can understand this. You can give it rich. I can give it blue color. You give it blue color, you will see another way it's going to look. Can you see how our document is looking now? So when you are decreasing and increasing this line height, it's going to be controlling what? It's going to be controlling the line height. And give this 0 pixel. Let's see what will happen. Can you see? Can you see our border turn to background just immediately? But when you start increasing this thing, when you give it 1, can you see? You will see the line through there. This is very nice. So anytime you are working with your document, make sure you you test different elements, because you don't know the effect it's going to give you. So that is the main thing I have to show you guys. I can change the background color to black if I want, and change the main text to color color to white if I want. So when I reload my document now, can you see our text turn to white? The background color is black. But if you want, you can make the background color, you can remove the background color and leave it by default white. Can you see? This is just creating another effect also. So it just depends on what you want to do. But if you have to control the line, that white space, you can just use the line space in the white and just use 8 pixel. When you use 8 pixel, it's going to extend a bit. Can you see? It's like we are trying to do some. It just depends on what you are here to do. If you change this color now to maybe blue, violet, can you see? We are still able to see, and we can increase our white space again. Can increase it by using 24 pixel. This is highly sensitive. Please make sure you practice, because practice makes perfect. This is the line height we have covered so far. So I want you guys to know it. We have used the positive and negative value in it. Let's give it negative 24 and see what will happen. Can you see? So just try this to your test so you can see how it reacts to your document. And what akorede is my name once again. I wish to see you guys next time to our next tutorial. Peace and love. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye bye.